So mistake number four, an unclear value proposition. Some people oftentimes relate value to price, and we've already talked about price a little bit, but when we talk about value, we're ultimately talking about what is the impact, what are the outcomes, what are the measurable KPIs that you're actually going to benefit that company or that organization or that agency based on the product or service that you have. Oftentimes, small business owners, entrepreneurs, they get excited about what they do. They get excited about the offers that they make, right? They get excited about the product or service or the platform that they've created and haven't taken enough time to go a little bit deeper to really talk about what is the ultimate impact on the company that you're having? What is the benefit ultimately to the agency if they pick you, right? If they use your product or service. So being able to calculate some ROI, being able to talk about risk mitigation, being able to talk about other value drivers that important to that company, which part of that goes back to research. As you research the company, what's important to them, right? What are their financial goals in the upcoming year? And even outside of financial, what are their maybe environmental goals? What are their product related goals? What are their customer related goals? We're understanding really what drives them and what their goals are. That's what we're talking about value here, to be able to capture that, calculate that, and communicate that to a buyer in a proposal. So of course, wherever you communicate on a website, right, in your profile, those are all critical things so that now, yes, you may have a competitive price, or you may even have the lowest price. And here's the thing, you actually might have a higher price. But if you're able to deliver on the value and communicate that clearly, it could be worth it to a company or an agency to actually hire you, right? Based even with a higher price, but because they're getting an incredible ROI. But if you're unable to communicate that, again, it's almost a widget versus the widget. They can just kind of pick either one, but maybe get the same result, right? Out of two competing opportunities if you haven't demonstrated that clear value. So that's a mistake that a lot of small business owners make that really keeps them from winning big contracts because they are not clear about the value that they bring, not just, hey, I got a great product or service, but here's how it's going to benefit you. And here's some things that we've been able to calculate and even benefit other organizations, right, when they implemented our solution.